Change is one of those things that's inevitable. Come mid-July this year, change is coming to the real estate industry. If you are a buyer and you see a home that you wish to tour, now you will first need to sign a contractual agreement. Hello again, this is real estate broker Daryl Williams with Win-Win Realtors here in Southern California. If you are new here and you like our content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. The contract that buyers will need to sign after mid-July 2024 is a buyer's representation agreement. This buyer's representation agreement spells out the duties and responsibilities of both the agent and the buyer. In addition, it spells out how the agent is to be compensated. The old way of practicing real estate, a buyer would contact you and the agent would immediately sometimes run out and show that buyer the property or allow that buyer to tour the property. That can be a mistake for the seller. It could be dangerous for the seller. Many buyers believed that they paid the agent that represented them or assisted them. And in a lot of cases, agents would advertise to buyers that their services were free to the buyer, when in actuality, the seller has been paying the buyer's agent's commission for several decades. The seller's having to pay the agent that represented the buyer was at the crux of the NAR lawsuit. So now, it is likely that the sellers will not pay the buyer's agent. Can you represent yourself in a real estate transaction as a buyer? Absolutely. However, we don't know what we don't know. So it's always a good idea to get representation. I'm sure you've heard the statement about an attorney who represents himself in court has a fool for a client. Real estate listing platforms such as Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, Home.com, if you see homes listed on those platforms, it is likely that those properties are on the MLS. So if you want to tour any of those homes, you'll need to sign a buyer's representation agreement with an agent prior to touring those homes. Question of the day. If you are planning to sell your home after mid-July of this year, are you planning to pay for the buyer's representation in the transaction? If so, let us know in the comments below. Change in the buying and selling of real estate has arrived come mid-July. So if you are buying, it is in your best interest to identify an experienced real estate agent that you would be willing to work with and possibly compensate. It is in your best interest to understand what value a real estate professional brings to the table. I'm Daryl Williams. This is Win-Win Realtors TV. If you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to contact me.